from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Brown. There he goes. All the way. Touchdown, Texas.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Sayed, working that left side now. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Sayed back to the air. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. On the run, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to be heard above the noise. Wide open downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Quick completion on the out route. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Again, it's Sayin. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
When you're in zone coverage and it's third down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Manning. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Ohio State calls its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Great place to start for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks the tackle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to the run, it's Jackson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Back to the ground with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Lined up in the gun on third down, saying, touchdown, Buckeye! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up to add another. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The run inside. It Smothers. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback making checks. Throwing Manning. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Manning from the gun on third down. Hauls it in. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hand off for Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, Manning. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Third and 7. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Ohio State 10, Texas 7.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They want to run this quarterback. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Say it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Gets the back moving. Trying to run, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Say it. Safe completion on the screen. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Here's Arch to throw. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over. Obviously, guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us.
Snagged it, and there's running room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the... floor. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Ready. Ready, five. Ready, five.
Running inside, it's Smothers. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right.
Booster.
Quarterback may change this route.
Go.
Arch Madness. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground with the counter. Gets it, headed to the end zone. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wide receiver. Play fake, Sayin. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fakes to grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Throwing, Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Sayin back to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Now here's Sayin. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. On the run, it's Smothers. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the Tulane Green Wave.
And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Blue 22, ready, go!
Arch is going to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, and you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
A give to Brown. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Manning. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Ready.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you were willing to complete it. But get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And some room to work. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Here's Sayin to throw. Sets up the screen. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Sayin. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Sayin. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Right on the money. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Again, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. Trainers out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Rush is on him. Here's a little room there. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A little screen to the running back. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. A spectacular one-hand grab.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Cross. Check. 80-22, ISO. 80-22, ISO. Q. Go.
Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Hand off for Brown. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has him setting up shop from there.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs. And if I get a few 1st downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Say it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Manning. He's got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, say it. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Now here's Sayet. He's got him. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible, the defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. They kick it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Throwing Manning. It's caught. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Complete to the right. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. That was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's loose. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Buckeye. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Buckeyes with an answer.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Texas.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, Manning. He wants a big play here late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
38, Texas, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Here's Arch to throw. Bringing the heat. Still looking for a man. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Longhorns want to move quickly. To the air. It's Manning. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Arch Madness. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed